Increased Exfil Chopper Speed. Is it worth it? The short answer is yes, but there is more to it. I want to go in depth as to why that is and why you should already be trying to complete this before everyone else. All of you subscribed with notifications on will probably be among the first to see. So get on this right away. And if you aren't subscribed, consider doing so to keep up with the latest news, updates, guides, and more. This will also include Modern Warfare 3 when it comes out, especially if they continue supporting DMZ on it. In this video, I also want to talk about methods of how you can come in without any money, no plates, and even as a solo, and how you can extract with the final chopper with well over 100,000 cash. Well, let's get right into it. My personal favorite map was Vondel, but I've also exfilled on Ashika. If you want to be on the somewhat safer side, choose Vondel. In this guide, I will cover my personal favorite methods that you can utilize to get enough cash for the final extraction, and there will be suggestions that you can follow if you want. Let's start with the most obvious method. Bring it in from your personal wallet. This is more of a reminder for those who might have forgotten that you can add cash before deploying. The more cash you have on you as a squad, the higher the chance might be for a hunt contract to appear on you. This is somewhat random, but to be on the safe side, especially if you are solo, do this. As soon as you spawn in, grab all but one of the hunt contracts. Once started, you can either let it run out or simply cancel it. You can do the same for the final one as well, but if it's close to where the final exfil might be, you can leave it. Why? Well, because if there are players left on the map and the zone is moving, you can grab it, and then you will have a general idea where enemy players are. The hunt lasts for 5 minutes, so it's usually good to keep tabs on enemy squads. There will be a lot of people trying to do this method, so keep in mind that as soon as radiation starts moving, if you die, you will not be able to plead. If outnumbered, try diplomacy and hope the enemy team won't kill you on sight. You can do this on Ashika or Vondel, but I do not recommend Al Mazrah because of the amount of players, 6-man squads, and overall size of the map. If there are no hunt contracts available on the map, either someone grabbed all, or all other teams extracted or are dead. That's why I suggest having one phone ping constantly, especially if it's the last one. If your ping disappears and you don't see it on the map, someone grabbed it. If it becomes white, that means that there are no enemy players left on the map. To get a very rough idea of where the final exfil might be, draw a line from the center of the radiation zone to the furthest edge of the map. This will give you a rough idea of where the chopper might be, but have the map timer always in your mind. I made that mistake and failed to make it to the final. Now that you've taken care of the hunts, it's time to make money. Now, there are safe and slow ways how you can make money, and there are ways how you can get 100K in 5 to 10 minutes. Of course, it depends on luck. This does not include PvP. You can easily max out if you kill the right people, but personally, I don't see the fun in that. The first and somewhat slower method is to complete contracts. Well, actually, it's to complete the right contracts. As soon as you spawn in, right after dealing with the hunts, find signal intelligence contracts. They give a passive bonus of up to 12,000. I am not sure if you can do 2 of these contracts and whether they stack. I've never tried it. If anyone has, please let me know in the comments below. Now, depending on how much gear you have, you could also finish a secure supplies phone contract, which will almost always give you a 2-plate, some cash, and a self-revive. Completing it also gives 5,000 and usually takes a few minutes. On average, this contract gives around 10,000 total. Of course, we cannot forget about HVT elimination contracts, which give 6,000 upon completion. On top of that, you could get lucky and have him drop a key to a high-value loot area, such as any of the strongholds, bike parking, buoyant houseboat, and even townhouse. Most of these locked areas are in and around the floating district, which is one of the safer areas since squads usually don't have too much reason to stick around there. I'll give an honorable mention to secure a nuclear material contract as well, because when you sell the rods, and depending on how good the stashes were, you could get up to 15,000. But all of these, besides the HVT elimination, are slow to me. So this is what I suggest. Drill safes. Head to the nearest destroy supplies contract. Complete it. Get your 6,000 for completion and start drilling safes found around you. They will be revealed when you complete this contract, making it easier for you to see them. Now, usually, each safe should have around 15,000 in cash and items, and each one takes around 80 seconds to drill. The unupgraded safes can be very random, and sometimes you will get very little in terms of cash. But if you completed the passive upgrade, which increases safe content, watch what happens. That's right, the rewards received are literally double, and I got 28,000 in cash. Of course, please keep in mind that each safe has a random amount of items inside, and having the passive upgrade will take quite a long time. I actually completed it while trying to finish the 10 exfil. Any extra cash, I just put in the dead drop, and I hit 1 million in about 11 games total. That was without trying too hard and still having the money needed for the final. With this passive upgrade, you can easily get your cash in 3 or 4 safes. If the map is clear and you have time, you can hit any extra safe and deposit excess cash in any nearby dumpster for the safe passive upgrade. Now that I told you about the contracts, time to tell you about the slow and definitely boring way to grab your cash. Go to the Vandel Central Station and reach the area behind it. There are multiple staircases you can take, so just use any of those. Now find a red and yellow vending machine with the words cold drinks. Now shoot or melee it. You will earn 25 experience points, and the machine will spit out either $500 or $2,000. There is a total of 11 vending machines that drop cash and a few more on the other side of the train tracks. Keep in mind that only 2 of these can be easily accessed, but they are outside the zone, so grab the cash and get out fast. I think this was the largest amount of vending machines I've been able to find that are relatively close to each other and in large numbers. They are on 30-second timer, so potentially they can drop 1 per minute. If we take the worst case scenario, where you activate all 11 and all drop 500, that is about 11K per minute. There is also some cash found on the benches around the area, as well as inside the station, so make sure to grab those as well. Since you're not in a rush, this is a nice method to spend some time while waiting for the final chopper to arrive. This also works for all cold drinks vending machines scattered around the map. Now, at the beginning, I said that it's worth getting this passive upgrade done, and I still stand by it. It actually blew me away as to how much faster the chopper arrives. Before the upgrade, you'd call the chopper and have to wait about 25 seconds before the chopper even decides that it's arriving. And then you have about 25 seconds on top of that before it lands and lets you board. With the upgrade, the chopper arrives twice as fast. I was getting chased by a squad last game, and this fast chopper definitely saved me. When it arrived, I was a bit shocked. Thought that maybe someone else called it before me, but no, that was mine, and it arrived in 25 seconds. Use this when you want a fast exit. You can be safe and flying out in about 35 seconds. I haven't tested this, but I assume the fast arrival only works if you call it. It shouldn't work for your teammates unless they've unlocked it. If someone tests this, can you please let me know in the comments below? Time to wrap this up. It's turning into quite a longer video. I just want to say thank you for all your support so far. All of you are absolutely amazing. If you need help or players to play with, I put a link in the description for a Discord you can check out. As always, thanks for watching.